All right, hey everyone, it's Nick Frederick's Floor Covering. I posted a video a couple weeks ago, and in one of the comments, somebody requested looking into or explaining carpeting that's going to be better for pets. So, generally, what that means to me is stains and spills and accidents. So, I'll try and keep this real quick. And for those of you that don't have an attention span, I'm going to be really simple here. The answer is Shaw's Lifeguard Carpet. It has a plastic backing on it, so it's totally waterproof. It also has Shaw's R2X stain resistor on it, so liquids will bead up. So if that's all you're looking for, you could stop now. But if anybody that wants more information, explanation, hang in there. I'm going to get to that. So there's a couple of things where it's not necessarily just carpet that you need to consider. Padding is certainly something that you want to take a look at too when you're considering pets. This is a standard urethane bonded pad. This is going to act like a big sponge. So if you have a pet that has an accident on here, it's going to just soak up into here. The next step would be a urethane bonded pad with a moisture barrier. So the moisture barrier doesn't protect any moisture or isn't intended to protect from moisture from underneath. It's intended to stop liquids from getting down into the pad, which is where you hold odors. So that's where the Lifeguard carpet, that basically has its own moisture barrier on the backing, really comes into play. You don't need this. It would be redundant. It would be worthless, really. A standard urethane bonded pad is fine because moisture is not getting down there. If you go with the standard back carpet, what we would call an action back, a polypropylene back, that's going to be, water's going to be able to travel through that and get down into your padding and your subfloor. Shaw has a cool little display here I can show you where this top piece does not have the Lifeguard backing, and when you pour water in, it starts to come through into the padding, and once it kind of picks up speed here a little bit, it'll go down and into your subfloor. So that is not a good thing. So when you use the Lifeguard, it will just hold it and will not penetrate through. So you can, hope you can see that there, but nothing is coming out the bottom of this one, as this one's really starting to pick up steam. This will also completely destroy the backing of your carpet. The backings are held together with a latex adhesive, so it's water soluble. So any liquid that gets in there can cause delamination, where the two backings come apart. So we can set that one aside. We'll actually use this to help catch the water. The other thing to consider is the stain resistor. So the Lifeguard carpet has the stain resistor on it. Most of Shaw's carpet is going to have Shaw's R2X, which in my opinion is the best stain resistor on the market. The big difference, which we can show you with this one, is the way that liquids will actually bead up on it. So this is the R2X. Hopefully you can see that that's floating. That one is not. It soaks up the water and it sinks to the ground. So that just gives you a good idea of how well this repels liquid, which is going to in turn repel stains. So that would be the simplest explanation for what you want to look for when it comes to pet padding. There's some imitation type carpets out there. Here's one. It says Life Proof. I haven't tried this yet, but it soaks it right up. Where if we go to even, this is just right off of our sample rack. This is Shaw's nylon carpet. It's not the Lifeguard, but it has the R2X in it. You can see the way the liquid beads up. So eventually it will go in, but it gives you a lot more time to deal with it. Where the Lifeguard, it'll do the same thing, but it's never going to get down into your subfloor. Actually, that worked really well. It just rolled right off. So that would be my explanation, my recommendation. Shaw's Lifeguard carpet's the way to go. If you don't want to go quite that far, and that is a newer technology, so there's not as many options out yet, any Shaw carpet, a nylon with an R2X stain resistor. Um, if you take samples home, whether it's from me, from somebody else, do a little bit of a liquid test on it, and you'll see some of them are just going to suck it right up like a sponge, and some will beat up. And that all comes down to the stain resistor. So that is my recommendation. Hopefully that is helpful, and we'll see you on the next one. So don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, anything you can. So keep in touch.